Welcome back, YouTube. Thanks for coming and checking out another Fat Guy Builds episode today. We're back on the Mustang, and we are doing Whiteline performance suspension, adjustable tow arms. They're a lot stronger, and they give you more adjustment than the factory setup. So I'm going to take you through this step by step and get it done. Here's the part number for the tow arms. Here's what it looks like in the packaging. It's pretty good packaging. I mean, just for some tow arms. Bag of hardware, instructions, and then you got the right and the left tow arm. Jack up your car and pull off the rear wheels. Now that the wheel's off, we can get to the two bolts that hold this thing on. First one I'm going to do is an 18 millimeter here. Okay. And this side's welded, so you don't even have to do anything except turn this 18. The one in the back is a 21. So this side's a 21. You're going to need a deep socket or a box wrench. And then to hold the other side, it's an 18 millimeter. Took out this bolt. Once I removed the nut on this side, it's all dangly. So pop up the hardware, and now I'm going to go compare the new one versus the old one. Here they are side by side. The thickness of metal for the construction is at least two times thicker. Maybe 2.5. I'd have to actually measure it to find out. But yeah, just everything about the factory one is smaller and weaker looking. The internal little bearing thing on mine is pretty loose. It moves on the new one, but it's a lot tighter. So that should help with stability too, less movement. It might put through some more vibrations, but I'll let you guys know after the install and the drive, after my alignment. The new ones utilize a lockout instead of an adjustment. So all the adjustment is going to be through here. None of the adjustment is done where the factory adjustment was with this piece. So this is going to lock it in whatever position. Then when you get your alignment, they'll adjust it here in order to get your alignment into spec. To get these adjusted correctly, you're going to stack them like so. You're going to run both sides of this all the way as tight into this collar as you can. And then, as you can see here, the new one is too short. So what you're going to do is, you have this one with the bolt through. Now you're going to hold this piece here so it doesn't spin, and you're going to rotate the center collar until the bolt hole lines up with the factory one, and that'll be close enough at least to get you to your alignment place to get it done. Now it's extended. You see there's some thread on both sides showing, but now the bolt hole lines up perfect. Now I'm gonna leave this in here and then spin these down and tighten this against here so that now it's locked up and it won't move. For the bolt that goes closest to the rotor, you're going to reuse the factory bolt. Put Loctite on the threads and then go ahead and tighten them down by hand. Once you've tightened them by hand, you're going to torque these down to 130 foot-pounds, both of them. Last item on the agenda is, when you went and tightened all this, if this is totally tweaked one way or the other, you're going to want to loosen this up, twist the head so that it's not tilted to one side, it's even with the bracket. Then tighten this down while you're holding this in place And when you get the alignment, make sure that they do the same thing, and then we're done. I'd like to thank everybody for coming and checking out another Fat Guy Builds episode. Hopefully this helps you out, and this gives you more adjustability depending on what you're doing, drifting, autocross, road course, whatever. It'll help out. And yeah, easy install, maybe take you half hour max to do both sides. So, till next time, wrench on.